Isn't this amazing that with change of season, I have the inspiration to talk about joy? I know from experience that deep, lasting joy, the kind of joy that can take over your daily life and all aspects of your life, comes as a result of growth and healing. But at the same time, I believe that we don't have to wait for anything before we can bring joy into our lives. So today I'm going to share some ways to bring joy back into our lives while we are healing, while we are growing, while we are becoming more authentic and real. I'm going to share some deep ways and some shallow ways that I bring joy into my life. And when I say shallow ways, I don't mean ways that are meaningless or bad. It just means that the kind of joy that comes with shallow ways is not going to last for long. It's more like a quick pleasure rather than something deep and transformative. And I see deep ways as what creates lasting joy. And I believe that shallow ways are good because they still keep us going in the direction of deep joy. So I hope that I'm making sense. And I'm going to share in order one deep and one shallow way, and so on. Appreciation or unconditional gratitude. Appreciation is the fastest way we can bring joy back into our lives. To feel appreciation, you don't need your circumstances to change or improve. Appreciation is more than a list of things you have achieved or things you have in your life. Appreciation is not a thought, it's a feeling. It's the direct experience of your connection with life as is. So it's not about, appreciation is not about your life and your circumstances. You can simply appreciate the warmth of the sun on your skin, or the endless beauty of the sky, or laughter of a kid. So it goes beyond what you have done, what you have, what you do, and it's just about profound beauty of life itself. Even when life feels difficult or uncertain, we can still appreciate the richness and beauty of life that exists simply in being, simply in life itself. Do things that light you up. Doing things because we enjoy them, not because they are productive, can bring joy back into our lives. John Lennon said, "Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time." Sometimes we get so caught up in being productive that we totally forget about the things that we enjoy doing, and we just stop doing those because we are trying so hard to be productive. But sometimes just a small, doing something small that we enjoy can totally change our mood, and it's actually a first step toward something deeper. For example, if you dance to a song that you love, that dance is not going to change your life, but it can lift you up enough so you can be inspired to start your inner work, to start like journaling or meditating or all that is, maybe necessary for your growth. Understand you are not your thoughts and emotions. Understanding that we are not our thoughts and emotions is a very deep way to bring joy back into our lives. And understanding that we are not our thoughts and emotions, and we have the ability to observe them without getting tangled in them. This is very foundational, because as long as we don't know that we are not our thoughts and our emotions, we cannot experience deep joy. Even if we live in heaven and everything was perfect, our mind, which is conditioned by our past experiences, would find a reason to be worried about something, to be dissatisfied with something. It would look for some bad things that may happen, or it would look for some imperfections, some problems, or even it might say that this is boring, I need some adventure, I need some dramas. So When we step back from our thoughts and emotions and we realize that we are the observer, then there is a space, and in that space, joy flows naturally. In that space, we realize that joy is our natural way of being. For humans, joy is the natural way of being unless we block it with something, with some worrisome thoughts, with some emotional pain or something similar. Create a pleasant environment. Now for a lighter one, your environment matters. Creating a pleasant environment can shift your mood quickly. Tidying up a messy room, opening the windows, adding some warm lighting, or even just wearing an outfit that makes you feel good, all of that counts. Now, small joys can't be transformative on their own, but they create the right condition for deeper joy to come in. When we are feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or disconnected, simple pleasures can lighten our mood just enough to be open to something deeper. If we are aware enough, they remind us that the joy is still available. And that reminder alone can inspire us to look for more lasting joy. Many of these small joys also bring us into the present moment, which is where true lasting joy exists. Let go of resistance. The biggest block to joy is our resistance, is the feeling that things shouldn't be the way they are. The truth is, a lot of our suffering doesn't come from our actual situations, but it comes from our resistance to what is, our reaction to what has already happened. When we let go of that resistance and we accept where we are, then we create a space for joy to come in. This doesn't mean that we are giving up on change, but it means we are being open to joy right now before things change. And when things change, of course, we will have more joy. Listen to the right music. Listening to the right music is one of those small ways or shallow ways that can help us be ready for something deeper. And when I say right music, I mean the kind of music that can help you shift from your head to your heart. That kind of music can help you process some of your stuck emotions. For example, when you listen to a music and you start crying, that music is helping you process some of the sadness that was stuck in your body. And when you cry right after that, you feel lighter. And that lightness is just like an opening to something deeper, that it makes you ready for a bigger shift. Really, when you think about it, if there is awareness in any of these things that we do, any of these even shallow ways that I just talked about, then they can be an opening for bigger shift. They can be an opening for transformation. They can result in deep joy, more fulfillment in life. Let me know if you have had experience with any of these ways that I talked about. And until next time.